Jeez.
Welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we take a random story idea and try to develop it into a story concept. What do we have
Sorry,
today?
they're being distracting. Okay, what do we have today? It says, a dying man hands the hero a glowing ball and says, don't let them get this before he dies.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess the main question is, what is this ball?
It's a MacGuffin. What kind of MacGuffin?
Okay, so what is this ball? It could be different things. A lot depends. Are we looking alien space? Are we looking
It's alien
Fantasy.
space is
fantasy?
probably some kind of power source.
Are we looking
Mhm.
modern day? Because it could be any of them.
It could
So
be.
what-
It's
what-
hard to
you
know.
go
It's hard to
urban
make a
fantasy.
modern day with a glowing orb as a MacGuffin. I mean, you
You
could.
do. You,
Oh,
but you
just
put aliens
urban
in
fantasy,
Well, then that's
You put-
kind of sci-fi-ish.
it. Okay, but still,
or it's urban fantasy. If
right?
You
You
do.
can get an urban fantasy. So what do we
But,
want to do? Let's pick.
Is this first question? Is this magic or science?
In other
Yes.
words, is it magic or magic pretending to understand physics?
But that won't work, and you'll get on to us about it, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
heads.
let's
I
do
like a magic.
let's do magic.
Okay,
Okay,
it's magic.
because the science one has been done so many times.
Oh, so is the magic one.
Well,
But
yeah,
yeah.
but I think more of it in science.
I
than
like
think
I like
it's
magic. Let's do magic.
Okay, so it's magic ball. What's this magic ball do?
Hmm.
Okay, let's set it. You know, we already have a world that is our world, and it's got a bunch of fantasy, you know, bunch of different realms. We've
Mhm.
written several books in this world.
Fairy realms.
Yeah, where we do our fairy realms off of it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's the one where we do the fairy tales.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
off of-
Oh, I was thinking you meant gatekeepers.
That's a different one. Okay, that's very
Mhm.
different. So there's fairy realms, and so
Mhm.
somebody's bringing this magic in. What in saying, okay, handing
From
it
a
to
fairy
somebody
realm.
from a fairy realm. We can create this fairy realm however we want. They're all different. Rules to magic kind of apply differently in them. So we've got real
One of them
creativity.
had it based off of elements. One of them had it based off of truth. So, and the one
Yeah.
that had it based off of elements had a total of like 5 races, and the one that was based off of truth had more than I can count because I made up a new race for basically every character.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
we can do anything with these realms. So
Okay, so what does the orb do?
what is this? Yeah, what is this fantasy realm? What does your orb do? How would we like our magic system to be based? That's a good way to start with a fantasy. Is where
You want this thing to be really dangerous. Have it be based off of wishes.
Ooh, that could be very dangerous.
Wishy orb
Or
could
just
be
based
very-
off desire.
Yeah. And then this
Which
orb
was why
wishes.
originally it was in the care of someone very benevolent and good,
Okay.
and then they got overthrown and now
Okay.
the
Let's
dying
say
guy is trying to get it to someone safe.
in this particular realm,
Or he could wish to be
magic.
transported to someone where where it would
someone
be safe.
Okay.
who's
And then he
pure in
finds
heart.
himself in front of some random Joe.
Okay, so in this particular realm, maybe magic, if you destroy magic, there is some bad consequence
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, magic has,
Yeah.
so we can come up with what that is.
Yeah.
Because it's got to sound good and realistic.
Well, you could say that magic items actually contain magical spirits, and so if you release this, the creature that has this power will be released, and
They
who
can
knows
be,
what it's like?
right,
Can
who
be
knows
totally
what they will
chaotic.
do. Right.
Mhm.
So we get so they get this magic, and it was created with good intent, but like so many things with good intent, they go awry. So this magic orb does grant wishes, and granting wishes can be horrendous. The idea of, oh, I'm going to grant all your wishes will come true. Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare. Okay.
So I think if it's held by someone with really, really, really good intentions, it's at least manageable.
So let's say this has been put away for a while. Okay.
Or
It's been kind of hidden away, and there is now someone who is after it. Someone very evil who is after it. They've come very close to getting it, and so now we must get this away. We must take this away someplace, and so they're bringing it into the human realm. some of these realms in here, magic hasn't worked very well, so they think it
Yeah.
might be safe because the magic isn't going to work the same way in the human
Yeah.
realm. It won't grant all the wishes for the
Well,
humans.
and I think somebody's after this orb
Right.
specifically to make their wish come true.
What is the other magic? If magic is based off desire, what would other magic besides this orb look like in this realm?
Limit break.
Okay, so the physical enhancements.
Yeah,
okay.
desire for strength, breaking past your physical limits.
Okay, what other magics would be in here?
Let's see. I mean, you can have kind of standard fairy magics. It's more, I don't know, blessings and curses from, I don't know, or light and dark magic, or you can have elemental magic, or you can have,
So wait, so magic doesn't work
rhymes.
properly in our world, is that right?
It
You
depends
could
on.
really
We
focus.
can go yes or no.
You could really play with that. Is what I'm saying.
When I did Sleeping Curse, it didn't. That's why they came.
But
to this
you
one.
could have a whole thing where when they come in, when they bring the magic into our world, it is both to get it away from the people after it, but also it suppresses the magic. And you could just have it be so that almost no magic, except for like the actual portals between the worlds, except for those, no magic actually works in our world. So as long as it's in our world, it basically has no magic.
Well,
safe.
or sometimes the magic doesn't not work, but it works differently. So maybe instead of granting a wish, it will just give somebody some good luck.
Yeah, but you change it so, but you change it enough, and so what you then have is you have villains who are from this fairy realm also coming into our world, but their problem is they have all this magic that they normally use, but none of it's working right.
Yeah, because it's a little chaotic.
And so they'd be rediscovering their magic as they're hunting down this main character, which would give him a decent head start.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the guy dies. These guys come in and it's just like,
It's
okay,
like,
we take this.
boom.
Yeah.
But and that's a great way to kind of prolong the story so that it's not the guy gets the orb, immediately gets thrust into the final battle type thing.
Right. Okay, so that's good. So who is this boy? Who is this guy that they're handing it to?
I kind of like the idea that this dying fairy guy wishes to bring it to a person pure of heart, and that's who
A person that won't misuse it. A person
Yeah.
who, or
and
a
that's
person,
who the orb chooses.
or the person who is, it will be best to keep this safe.
To wield it.
And so, because if this person's going to keep it safe, he would probably need to have some intelligence, some courage. He'd probably need to, hey, it would be stupid of me to use this.
Something that actually sounds like it might be fun is if we had it so that it was told the orb did help choose the person, and it was told they wanted to find someone who was pure of heart. And so it finds someone who would not misuse it, but he's also in his edgy emo phase.
Okay, we
So
should.
he actually is a really nice, caring guy, but he also just is very much in the darkness phase.
I am darkness. There is no trying light.
Okay, so
Or it could be someone who
Yes,
is,
Joe, I am mocking you.
or it could be someone or it could be someone who is someone who wouldn't misuse it, and it's someone who wouldn't use it at all because he's just kind of like, I don't care. Now, when people start coming after him and trying to kill him, he may change his tune, but when he first sees it, he's kind of like, oh, okay. Shoves it in his backpack and continues on with life as though nothing's happened. And then doesn't start doing anything
throws
about
it in
it
his
until...
closet.
Yeah, it doesn't do
The kind of
anything
thing
about
where
it until
this guy
fairies...
dies in front of him. He puts the object in his backpack.
What?
Hey, cops! This guy just died in front of me.
Actually, I think that would be a little more of a reaction than, hey, casually. So I think this kid's going to be like, what do I do with this? Now, if you have the person going, don't let anyone see this, because the first thing first thing I would do is be like, this guy died. He handed me. You take it. I don't want it. I don't even know what this thing is. You take it. I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna go back. I've got a good book to write.
Actually, you could have it so that it was handed to a group of friends, and the one who has it is just the one who didn't
Like,
throw it
you
off
take
to
it. I
someone
don't want
else.
it. No, you take it. I don't want it. You take it. Okay.
Okay. Should we
Who's
just
the
have to help that guy?
No, I think most
Load
of
up my backpack. It's a black hole in there.
them.
It will never see the light of day again.
But the thing is,
I don't think I've
why
even
would
seen
they
the
not
bottom
give
of
it to
this.
the so if they tell them, don't keep this safe, don't let anyone know it's here, what kind of person would actually not tell anyone?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would tell people. I wouldn't
Someone
be able to,
antisocial?
I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah,
I
I like
probably
the idea
wouldn't.
of the guy who's in his edgy phase, but
I don't
also
Gee, I'm thinking
edgy,
more just
maybe
kind of
more just
the gamer
chill.
type, or that just kind of, okay, sure, I'll put in,
I'll
go
put
play
it
my
in my
games
and I'll put it in my backpack. It'll never see the light of day again.
yeah.
Unless I pull it out because I need it. But don't think
And
I
that same guy might, look back at it and go, "Hey, what's this do? I wonder what it does. Can we analyze it?" And
Can
then
we
he
pull it
starts,
apart?
and then he starts looking at his, D&D group, his, friends. Hey guys, an orb like this, what would it do? Hey, where'd you get that? That's so cool. I want to get one. What's it do? Oh, I don't know.
I gotta get one. Sure, here you go.
If you make him
Oh, wait,
kind of
might
that
mess up the
type.
story.
No, I think this guy really should be the kind of guy who he's given this thing and he really does.
don't give him a
When he
don't
gets
give him a
it,
game.
he's
group,
not going.
make him play video
I'm
games.
going to hide it. I'm going hide it, or I want to show this off. It's just a, huh.
Okay.
The object itself, he's just going, huh, with. So he just puts it in his backpack, continues on just gaming, and he goes, "Hey guys, random question. If someone died and handed you a random object, what would you do with it?" Where on earth
they
is
would
this coming from?
It's in this game, and the best thing you can do
You think
is,
or you
and
having
Jason's
trouble with
just-
this side quest? Oh yeah, so you're gonna want to.
So
Looks
that
like
could
it
be
was
Another
Kind of
option is he could, because these guys are pursuing this fairy
Yes.
guy, so he could take it, like, not know what to do with it, just quickly throw it in his backpack, and then, but be thinking more. I need someone just died here. I need to call the cops.
Well, of course he's going to call the cops. He's just not going
No,
to show them
but
the
while the cops are after the cops, like, as the cops are arriving, the other fairy guys come in and try to search him for it and get into a fight with the cops.
Oh, that sounds like
Ah.
fun.
And that's when he realizes, oh, there are actually people who killed this guy for this item.
Oh, I think we do that
Actually,
right
I
up
did
front.
that.
And we make it,
Yeah.
and so instead of
Yeah.
just having this be a casual, I have this thing, I don't know what to do with it. It's oh, something serious is going on, and this guy was willing to die to keep these guys from getting a hold of
And
this
that's why
thing.
he's not showing it, because these people have already come looking for it.
And he kind of just says, I'm a bystander here. I'm going to step back here. And the cops manage to hold the guys off, but they're fairies. They end up, like, jumping away or something. But they went, dang it, we lost to those cops. We need to, why wasn't our magic working properly? So they're working on
Why
that
wasn't I able
while
to put them
trying
all
to.
to sleep? And then it turns out that his magic, instead of putting them to sleep, made it so that they blinked a lot more than usual.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now we've got, what is it that our bad guys are going to do? So we've got a hero. It's not too hard to get a group of friends to help him out on this and get a love interest in the way. So what will our villains do? What means will they go through to actually get?
Will they try to find the
What are they
orb?
going to do?
Well,
How
I
are
think
they
the
going
first
to
thing they're
pursue
going to do
him?
is track him down. I think for the first parts of the story, he'll be able. They'll know he was at the scene, so he might know stuff, and so they will interrogate him a few times,
I
and
think
he'll
the
have hidden
police are
it.
going to be involved in this. I
Yes.
think this is a story where he works with the police, because to go, okay, I'm not going to tell the police about this. I'm not going to, I'm going to try to not work. They
No,
can
this
help
would be
him.
a work with the
So
police
I would
story.
say
You
there
not
would
tell
be,
them
But I
everything
think
right up front.
but here's the thing. I think the fairy guys would actively seek him out because he knows something. He saw the guy die. He was there.
right.
And I think anyone who was just at the scene, the fairy guys would
Ooh, if
attack.
you want to make sure that he does not give this to the police, this was handed to him. assume if it gets put in the hands of any other human that it's going to shock them or something. And so they're going, no, you need to be the one holding this, but don't worry, we'll work with you. And now he's working with the police, and the police are a
Because the
lot of
orb
your
did
team.
choose him.
Right, the orb chose him. And so it's not going to go to any other human. Unfortunately, it won't have that same effect on the bad guys.
Because they're fairies.
Because they're fairies, not humans.
But it wasn't really designed for human
And so
hands.
this gives us a reason why we've got a teenage boy working with the police instead of just turning it all over to them.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, if you want, just because he's the one that found it, doesn't mean he has to be the hero of the story. One of your police actually could be the hero of the story.
Could be.
But what I'd probably do is take him and partner him with somebody good and let them kind of both go through.
That could be a really fun.
It could be. It
story.
could be. I could enjoy this.
I think they have the story
there's
now.
still a lot of development to do, but it's definitely got some potential on
yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
A lot of it's got some. I have written stories where somebody's not handed the MacGuffin or something, but I have written stories where people have come into our realm, and you can get some interesting things in that kind of story.
Could make for
So,
some fun stuff.
Anyway, so we'd love to hear what. Oh, first, who here could write this one? I definitely could.
I probably could.
I might be able to.
So I could. I would. One of my biggest problems is actually I've written so many things. It's like, how do I do this and not in a way that I haven't done before? Because I have done things where somebody's come to our world. We've both written in this world, and I think you've got one you're doing. So how do I do it and do it differently?
Yeah.
Anyway, so let us know what your ideas would be, and put them in the comments. And if you have story prompts for our hat, we would love to have more and see what we can do with your ideas. And we'll see you next time.